Okay. It's winter time and you want to make snowflakes for decorations or gifts. How do you make snowflakes? Well, you made snowflakes when you were a kid in kindergarten, first grade or so. Those were four-sided snowflakes. Snowflakes in reality are six-sided crystals. So let's make a snowflake that mimics the real thing. Thin paper, you start off with that. You take one corner, fold it, diagonal fold. Notice that this corner touches that corner. The excess that was sticking out here, I already cut that away. Cut that off. So now we end up with a rough square. It doesn't have to be exact. A rough square. Okay? Fold it in half. Fold it in half again, like you did in elementary school. Quarter fold. Then you cut out little shapes like you did in first grade to make a four-sided snowflake. But we're going to make a hexagonal snowflake. So you undo that last fold, that midpoint there. You fold this in, and you want to make this triangle the same as that triangle. You try to get them the same. How do you make them the same? You got to fold the other side as a third, and to make that other side match up with this edge. And as you can see, I came a little short, so we got to do it again. So this side needs to be a little bit bigger. So I have to fold this a little bit better. Fold that in just a little tighter. Then try it again until both sides match. Whoops, I messed up again. Got all this extra part there. Fold it better. Maybe this time it'll work. Overdid it. Try that. This is close. This is close. It overrides just a little bit. We're gonna pull that just a little bit out more. Now we'll try it. Yeah, folding it in thirds is the trick. Okay. So now that big sheet of paper is folded into sixths. I'm going to fold this in half so we can copy each sixth when we make the snowflake. Copy each side of a snowflake. Snowflakes have 6 sides. And then we cut off the excess. Just cut that off right there. Because we don't want any spires of the snowflake to stick out further than one on the other side. So we have to make sure all this excess is cut off so that each side of our snowflake will be a nice copy. Now we're ready to add the design. So we'll do some cutouts to make a nice design. Otherwise, in fact, let me unfold this right here so you can see. It's that. So if snowflakes didn't have any holes in them, they would look something like this. Hexagon. So now, if I can put it back the way it was. Let's start cutting into that. Notch that out. Put a couple notches in there. Now if you want a nice hexagonal hole in the middle of the snowflake, just do one base cut there. That'll create a nice little hexagon hole in the middle of the snowflake. Then we'll put some more holes on this side. You can put as many as you want. Or you can make them do it the long way. You can do some long cuts like that. And then down at the top here, or up at the top, you can do the same strategy. Just do some cutouts. Make any design you want. Snip the corner a little bit. Maybe we'll need some holes in the middle. Some cutouts in the middle. That'll make it nice. See, I put a hole in the middle. Let's do another one down here. We'll make that sort of a diamond cut. So we'll just come in shallow on that fold, and then come in the other way, shallow on that fold. Yeah, that's starting to take shape. How about if we put a little cut up here? Like that. And now let's open it up and see how our snowflake looks. I think we could do one more cut, right? You could just keep going with your design. Make as many cutouts as you like. Let's open it up. Now, you have a 6-sided snowflake. And it should fall like a snowflake. Whoops. Well, this was actually tissue paper that came with a gift that I repurposed, I reused to make a snowflake. 6 sides, because all snowflakes have 6 sides. And tissue paper is a little light, but it's easier to cut. You can use heavier paper, and that will float through the air like a real snowflake, but it's harder to cut with your regular 8.5 by 11 paper. That's a tougher cut. Have to use better quality scissors, and it's just more work. But it still makes a nice end product. Using tissue paper is easier cutting. Now with 8.5 by 11 printer paper, your standard printer paper, it's thicker, harder to cut. But if you use kitchen scissors, scissors good for cutting vegetables or crab shells or something, you can cut through all the different layers of the paper to make a nice 6-sided snowflake. So it's a tougher paper than tissue paper. Comes out nice, and it has the aerodynamic qualities of a real snowflake. We're going to just let this drop. Yeah, it has that quality to it when it drops through the air. Falls like a real snowflake. How about that? And that's with your standard printer paper.